Can Dalvin Cook repeat what he did in 2020? Find out next. And we are live. You already know who it is. My name is Mike Kyle, aka the Fantasy Vulture. I have over a decade worth of fantasy football experience, and I've continuously competed for fantasy championships over the course of the past 8 seasons. Let's make it 9 in 2021. But enough of me. I'm here for you. On today's episode of the FV Show, we're going to continue with our 2021 Player Profile Series, taking a look at over 120 different players and breaking them down on an individual basis for fantasy football this year. Up next, Minnesota Vikings running back Dalvin Cook. So if you're excited for this video, be sure to hit that like button down below and smash that subscribe button so you never miss a video from me. Last but not least, you can follow me on all social media platforms at FFVulture. And without further ado, let's just dive right into Dalvin Cook, shall we? We're going to just kind of rapid fire these things out over the course of the next 3 months. So, let's rock. Dalvin Cook, what a season he had last year. It truly was unbelievable. So, he finished last year as running back 3 in standard and running back 3 in PPR formats. So, pretty fucking good. Averaged 22.6 points per game on 14 games played. His new finish on the year, again, adjusted score if you don't know. I basically take everybody's numbers, stat them out for a full 16 games if they missed a game or two, and then readjust the scores to find out the true finishes of their fantasy football season. So his new finish would have been running back 2. So he moves up a spot, passes Alvin Kamara, I believe. And in 2020, just to give you an idea of how dominant Dalvin Cook was, he had 10 games as a running back 1, 10 games inside the top 12, 3 inside the top 24 from 13 to 24, and then had 1 game from 25 to 36 in that running back 3 range. So he played 14 games, finished inside the top 36 in all of them, which is fantastic. But it gets even better. I got the numbers right here. Dalvin Cook 3 times finished as the running back 1, and 6 times finished inside of the top 5. That is consistency and output that you cannot find anywhere unless you're picking inside that top 3 range. That is so damn good. He was a league winner for you. He was a week winner for you. Day in and day out, Dalvin Cook on a weekly basis just carried your fantasy team on his back. He had over 300 carries, 312 to be exact. Also caught 44 passes as well. 1,500 rushing yards, 360 receiving yards, and 17 touchdowns. Again, Dalvin Cook, bona fide superstar, if you ask me. His ADP right now is currently running back 2 off the board behind Christian McCaffrey, who, as I just talked about in my last video, is currently the 101 pick, running back 1. But Dalvin Cook's ADP is 103, but that is number 2. Like, he's the second player being taken off the board, and a lot of people are looking at either Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley, or Derrick Henry at that second spot. I have Dalvin Cook ranked as my running back 2, and it's just very simply this. Dalvin Cook is a player who we know the offense revolves around him. Always a great start if you're a running back. Is going to get over 300 carries, or anywhere pretty much over that 280 range by and large. And then also, he's a pass catcher, right? Dalvin Cook is what Derrick Henry could be if Derrick Henry was a pass-catching running back. I feel like that Henry has a more bruising style, I think we can all agree with, but Dalvin Cook's power and his sheer athletic ability is really just the thing that separates him over Henry. And by athletic ability, I mean just, ability as a pass catcher, I should just say. I would never take Dalvin Cook at that 101 spot unless maybe I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. It might be the only way that I try and slice it. But Dalvin Cook is great. You should take him number 2. I just think that with the separating factors between Cook, Barkley, and Henry, let's just break it down that way. Dalvin Cook, the offense revolves around him. Same thing can be said for pretty much those other 2 guys. But I think Minnesota's offense compared to the other 2 is better. He's a pass catcher, another point there, and he's just as good. Like, just the consistency that Dalvin Cook is going to give you on a week-to-week basis. It doesn't matter if Minnesota is up by 15. It doesn't matter if they're down by 24 points. Like, Dalvin Cook is always going to be on the field getting the work because this offense revolves around him. So that's all I got for Dalvin Cook. Pretty simple one, to be honest. Like, that's what I like about these early ones. We're just going to be able to kind of knock him out of the way real quick because the advice is simple. I have an idea. Take good players. Don't overthink it. Take Dalvin Cook number 2 overall, and you will be a happy fantasy player this season. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button down below. Smash that subscribe button so you never miss a video from me. Again, got fantasy player profiles coming out the wazoo all throughout the course of the summer. Follow me on all social media platforms at FFVulture. Can I pull that up one more time? Thank you very much. You guys know the drill. You guys know the drill. And check out ffvulture.com for some premium fantasy football content. Remember, people come and go, but fantasy championships are forever, and I will see you in the next video.